What's up, guys? Crispy here, back with another video. So, in this one, we're really going to try to break down the Fireball Root Rider army that I've been using in Legends League. We've been starting to get really hot with it recently. Today we had a really good day, and since we had a really good day, I'm going to take you through all 8 of my attacks, even the fails, because we only had one. That 92% is the only fail that we had. Everything else was all-time fails. So, yeah, that ruined my 300 day. That kind of sucked, but defense clutched. As you guys know, I get my bases from RHBB Vibes. This was Vibes bases for today, and great defense. Love their bases always. So yeah, we'll start with the first attack from today, and that was this 97%. So diamond base, spread out, pretty much zero fireball value here whatsoever. Kind of speed things up just a little bit through the Warden Wall, because it is going to be a bit of a long video. Tesloon goes down, Warden Walk starts down here, furnaces help clear out the trash buildings. Now, one thing I'm really starting to get used to, is being a lot more patient on my Warden Walks, letting the furnaces do their job, distract the buildings, letting the Warden really clear out like whole compartments, because he doesn't have the Angry Jelly. So, you know, there's nothing to really like pull him in. Ice Block, Invis here. Fireball doesn't actually go in the direction that I want it to go, to be honest with you. We are trying to go for this scatter shot, so miss that. Set up the tornado trap. We're going to pull him out with the king. Ice Golem. Queen, giant arrow. Start the funnel at the top. So King's going to break through. Root Rider spam. We're going to overgrowth. I tried to get this fire spitter too. I missed it because I'm a bum and I suck at this game. Clan Castle comes out. Poison the Clan Castle right away. So army's kind of just going to get stuck here in the middle, right around this overgrowth monolith. But luckily my king is right in the center of it all as soon as the overgrowth breaks. As soon as your overgrowth spell wears off, you want to pop the king ability, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to be, you know, if your overgrowth is done correctly, you're going to be like right in the middle of the base by the time the overgrowth wears off. So we get caught fighting the Crusher Mortar and this Minion Prince. As everybody knows, the Minion Prince has 6,452 million health points in Legends League, along with the king. So I sent in my Ice Golem over here, tried to freeze some things up, but that obviously didn't do anything for us. Trying to desperately save things. Yeah, so this is gonna end up being a time fail, even with nothing left. That's the best we got. 97%. So, as you can see, this army is really strong. You can still make little mistakes, but not many, as you know. Legends League's really hard. So, we'll get into the next attack. Back-to-back time fails today to start my day. Another diamond base. Clan Castle in the core. We always try to fireball the Clan Castle, always, at all times. Speed things up. I usually start my Warden Walks from down here at 6 o'clock. At least I try to. If the base lets me, you know. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's just wherever the base lets you start it, to be honest. I think in a couple of these videos I didn't start it from 6 o'clock. I started from elsewhere, but... So furnaces are going to go in. Rocket loons, they're to help to take damage. So obviously we have 2 Expos shooting at us right now. That's not good. We're taking heavy damage. But the rocket loons to help with that multi-archer tower. So ice block here. Whew. Scared. We almost lost the Warren. Invis, invis, invis. This ended up being a horrid fireball. 0 value whatsoever. Warren's going to go down. So we got the king pulling with the funnel. Queen's going to set the funnel. Boys in the clan castle. And look at that. Ugh, fire might got my healers. Hate that. Army's going to go in here. We actually have good pathing. This whole section's gone because of that fireball. That's the only thing that really saves us in this fight. Late on the overgrowth. I mean, early on the king ability. King ability gets popped early. That sucks. That lone balloon went in there and got all those red mines. And at this point, it's just spell placements, you know? I mean, I've said from day one that Root Riders has always just been spam. So we get caught fighting everything. Healers are getting cooked by this Inferno. I was scared for a 1-star for a little while at this point. Not gonna lie. I was like, wow, not looking good. We dropped the, I don't know if you can see it, dropped the skeleton spell in there. Kind of helped distract the defense. Giant solo with these other with the giant ice golems. Get the town hall. Minion Prince has been distracted the whole time. Thank God it's only level 62. If that was a max level Minion Prince, we were cooked. Ice golem clutches. This actually might be a fail. I don't think this was a time fail. Yeah, this was a fail. Alright, so 96%. But as you can see, this army's like... I mean, it's just so strong. Alright, now let's get into some triples. Alright. Kind of an island town hall. Always try to get our fireballs in here at the core. Start our walk from down here at 6 o'clock. Per usual. Speed it up a little bit. Tesloon goes in. Furnaces go down. Speed things up, sorry. Rocket loons keep going in. The rocket loon is to distract the multi-archer towers. I mean, yes, it's to clear out these defenses as well, but it's really to distract the multi-archer tower. Because as long as it's shooting at more things than just your Warden, it's not going to do a lot of damage. Warden barely survives. Invis. Barely survives. He's going to get this single Inferno, or multi-Inferno down. Taking heavy damage. We ice block him. Get the Invis here. Invis. Terrible fireball. Horrid fireball value. Terrible earthquake drops. King and Ice Golem pull them out. Start our root funnel. Or our Root Rider spam. Queen with the giant for the funnel. King kind of starts to spin. Turn back around. So overgrowth, we're going to overgrowth the entire core. Really set. Your fireball sets the funnel for your Root Riders. Your overgrowth, you overgrowth the most damage on the base, which is usually obviously the core. And you know what I'm saying, what your army's going towards. And then as soon as that overgrowth spell wears off, boom. Look at that. Earthquake Boots. Whole entire core is just gone. Skeleton spell over here. We're going to help freeze. Not that it's doing anything whatsoever. Help freeze the king. Minion Prince. Army kind of splits. Healers lagging behind. They're doing their own thing. It was a little sloppy, but obviously we come away with the triple. A 3 is a 3. It doesn't matter, especially in Legends League. Queen's following behind. RC's going to get healed up a little bit here. Clutch. Minion Prince is just smoking the healers one at a time. There goes my RC. Queen finishes off the Minion Prince. Barely. And that was our first triple of the day. So, next hit. Another triple. Island, Core, Invis Rage. I feel like everybody runs these. You see these a lot at lower Legends. I would say I'm kind of lower Legends. 5,300. I guess that's low-ish. Considering like the top guys are at 6,000 already. But you already know. Send a fireball right in there. And it's pretty much a GG's every time. We're going to start our push over here from 9 o'clock. I actually remember this attack. Furnaces go down. Help start the funnel. So I actually wanted my Warden to go up top. He didn't. He went towards the bottom because he's stubborn. Rocket Loon's coming in. Help put damage on the multi-archer tower. Making sure that it's not targeting our healers at all. Warren's going to go in here, help clearing defenses. Rocket Loon up top. Helping with the funnel. Or helping to set up the fireball. Ice Block. Only need to use 2 invisibility spells, but I used 3 because I was scared. Terrific. Get the whole core. Hook Tower. Didn't get the Hook Tower. But we get the Warden out of danger. We're going to start our Root Rider funnel. Or Root Rider spam, I mean. Queen, Giant Arrow. King gets hooked. Not good, but kind of plays out in our favor because his Earthquake Boots are going to go off. And he's just going to open up this whole compartment. Kind of expend an Overgrowth, and unfortunately it causes some of our Root Riders to split off from the army. We only have 3, so 1 solo Root Rider. I'm kind of fighting on 2 different fronts right. Ooh, sorry. Kind of fighting on 2 different fronts right here. King ability's gone. So, freeze the Town Hall, because our healers were taking big damage. Queen's coming behind, just clean this stuff up. Lose the healers. But at this point, it's pretty much already a triple. We've got a full Queen. RC. Yetis. Full Giant. So, another triple. So, next attack. This is a time fail, I assume. Another core island base. Yeah, this is a time fail. I remember this one. So, I think we start our push from over here, 3 o'clock again. Yeah. Warden and Furnaces. Make sure you're always checking the distance of these mortars and Expos before you place your Furnaces down, because if not, they'll just get smoked right off, you know, as soon as you put them down. Horn's going to go in here. Clearing out defenses. Setting up our fireball. Here we go. We're going to get rid of this multi-archer tower. Ice block. Invis. Fireball right to the core. Get rid of the whole thing. Pull with the king. Ice golem. Root funnel. Root rider spam. Ice golem up top. Because hopefully, trying to freeze this. We're not going to bother overgrowthing the town hall because it has such little health. We can hopefully get it. Look at that. RC's going to go in here. Boom. Done. Not a problem. Clan Castle comes out. Poison the Clan Castle right away. Nice. We missed the furnace with the poison spell there, but that's alright. Got this just whole mass going towards us down here. So we got some invisibility spells, freeze spells, or a freeze spell. Should have dropped the skeleton spell. It was a little bit late. Or we got the skeleton spell for the RC, I mean. Late on the skeleton spell. Should have dropped it. Invis the whole army. Monolith doesn't know what to do. I'm just going to kind of follow around. Queen sets off the tornado trap. That's probably what killed me right there. I'm just going to loop back around. And we'll just speed this up a little bit. This is going to end up being a time fail. Yep, 98% time fail. Real nice. Go through our next hit. 92%. Double rage. So, I think I blew the fireball on this one. I'm going to start our push from over here. 3 o'clock. Tesla goes in. Warden furnaces. Speed this up a little bit. So, expending a lot of rocket looms. Yeah. Premature fireball. Ends up getting like 0 value whatsoever. So we're going to pull him with the king and the ice golems. Queen, giant does our funnel. So we're going in here and fighting all of this. Everything kind of starts to spin here, so we overgrowth the crusher mortar. Try to get that multi-inferno too, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Still got the king ability. Queen's working her perfect funnel on the outside. Got the RC ability. Try to save our king ability for, yep, that rage compartment. As soon as that rage tower pops, pop the RC ability. That crusher mortar is just going to do all kinds of damage. RC gets frozen right there, or else she would have gone in there and taken out that crusher mortar a lot sooner. I also missed the poison in the clan castle for the furnace, so that killed me. If he had max heroes, I'd have been done for right there. We use the ice block on the king to actually get the enemy king. Pro move. speed this up. Oh, this was a fail too, sorry. Not a time fail. Alright. Ended our day with some triples, though. How about that? Look at that. Another core, invis, rage. Like I said, people are running these a lot. Speed this up a little bit. Sorry I'm kind of talking fast through the process. I feel like it's just kind of like rinse and repeat. You know what I'm saying? Warden goes down. Out go the furnaces. Let him clear the bases away. We're going to wait until that fire spitter goes. Once that fire spitter goes, we're going to ice block. We got 1, 2, 3. Into the core. Boom. Get the clan castle. Whole core is gone. Pull with the king. Ice block. Root funnel. Troop launcher. Giant. I should have sent an ice golem down there. I didn't. That was a mistake because I lost mine up here pretty quickly. Root Riders also kind of got ate up by this flame spitter. But I was cocky and didn't take out the town hall right away. King spun around the outside. Not cool. Draw my healing spell pretty early. Try and get my healers up. Because I lost some of them pretty early. All of them. And there goes the last of my healers. Overgrowth goes to the monolith. All of this high damage right here so we can come in and fight the healers. Or come in and fight the heroes. Ice Golem, Headhunters. Warden goes down. We lost the Headhunters, so they did absolutely nothing for us. Fighting the Minion Prince. There's really nothing on this base except for that right there. Pop the King ability. He gets all that. And there's nothing left on this base. We were worried about a time fail for a little bit, but nah. And last hit of the day. Double Rage, Hook Tower. I was scared. How I'll lie to you. I'm going to start our Warden push from over here behind the Town Hall. Safest area to push it from, in my opinion. Rocket Loons help set up the Fireball. Push that a little bit deeper. We're going to get rid of that Expo. Once that Expo's gone, Fireball. Ice Block. Here we go. Invis. Fireball. I probably could have been greedy and gotten the clan castle and all that other stuff, but I didn't want to risk it, honestly. I was scared. I didn't want to push my Fireball deeper and then save that other stuff for the back end. Clan castle comes out. Get the town hall right away. Poison the clan castle troops. Queen's up here doing her job, setting the funnel. Lost Frosty right away. Not cool. King right in the middle there. Pop his ability as soon as that Rage Tower goes off. Probably could have used it a little bit sooner. Was a little late on that. RC ability, she's just going to be picking stuff off from back here. Monolith. We still just got this whole mass left. Minion Prince is always scary. A couple ricochet cannons. Lots of bombs. That whole entire compartment was trapped. And there it was. Another 3-star. So, a strong day today. Like I said, we got plagued by a couple 3-star, or a couple time fails. And, you know, just a bad fireball. Lost 4 on 1. But, yeah, I mean, we're getting good with this army, guys. So, keep posted. I'm going to try to do more videos like this with all of my hits from the entire day, fails and everything. Once I get to 50 subscribers, I can start to live stream my videos on my channel. So that's the goal, guys, trying to get to 50 subscribers. So make sure to let me know in the comments if you you like these videos. They're too long, whatever. Let me know, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for all the support, as always, and thank you.